20 his mates have got surfing lessons. I've got a video to teach me. I thought it was so boring, the competition. And how many years? I mean, how many years?
Apparently you just get allocated to
I think it's 10.
and then you got to fight.
10 more. Yeah. 10.
If anybody else was back on the line, then you'd I've managed to get us back on the line.
Okay, on Ricos's one.
No, on Vineyard Lake. I'm saying the one from yesterday. I had to swap because I don't want to
In Europe, you've got to Europe and 2 years later they're
So do we need to send out another link on the WhatsApp?
just tell them to go to the channel from yesterday. If they want to keep watching the channel from yesterday, they can just do a live there.
certainly mentioned
Stu, are you recording?
Yes, we are live again. Yeah.
Everyone about the link.
Okay, sorry about that short interval. We are back with you, and the skier on the water who's just finishing his set was Spiridon, with a score, I think. Do we get 2 on that, judges? No. Two. Last one. 2 at 14 is the score given for Spiridon. Now the running order would have changed. We know Jan has already skied, so we've got Bruno on the dock. Bruno Shenzo is our last skier in this category. I was talking to Bruno earlier about tactics. Again, he, like me, has struggled a little bit with the wind conditions here. He's trying to work out whether he's going to mix things up a bit. That looks like a 14-meter line to me. We'll have to check and see. Okay, that line looks like 14 meters. Yeah, it is 14 for Bruno. Yeah. Bruno's chasing a score of 2 at 12. Safely down that opening pass for Bruno. Okay, so Bruno is the French national champion for 2019 in his age category. He's been the only skier I've seen opt up here, so I'm going to see what he does with these conditions. The wind has definitely picked up for him, so we'll have to see whether he chooses a different line length for this pass.
The order works again. Limit of time?
So no dramas there for Bruno. Okay, looking at the line length colour there, that looks like a 13 meters.
Because also we got yesterday.
So Bruno Shenzo of France coming back in on 13 meters. He's out of shape. No, I think the 4 rounds is taking its toll on Bruno. He just got pulled out of shape around 4 ball. Buckled, couldn't get himself back into position enough to get his ski outside the 5. So we'll see on replay. Not the best of starts for Bruno. He's on already on his back foot there, trying to get the ski going. You watch on 4 here, something happens, he collapses, buckles, can't get that ski back in the direction he needs. Scores a 4-buoy count on the 13-meter line. 4 buoys, 13-meter for Bruno. One off his best, beg your pardon, 2:12 was his best in this competition. Okay, that concludes the Pro Division. We're now moving on to the final category, the Tournament Division. You've got the start list on the screen.
Gives a lot of people a lot of joy.
Are you able to put these in order for me? Are you able to put these in order?
We've just got tournaments and crossover, so they're going to change over both sides.
Okay, now or after?
I think now they're changing boats.
Okay. Okay, we've got a break. Okay, so we've got a break now. We've got a boat change and possibly a crew change, and then we'll be straight back with you for Tournament Division and finally the crossover division. Okay, for those people listening at home, we are just going to try and improve the tech that we've got in the boat, which is not able to give you camera from the boat at the moment, but that skier out on the water now was Jonathan Sinclair. I think in round 1 he scored 2 buoys on the 14-meter line, and then in round 2 he scored 3.5 on the 18-meter line, and round 3 he was back into 14 meters with 3 buoys at 14 meters at 55. I believe he's just missed his opener on this 4th round, but I'm not sure if he's got a rerun. So next ski on the water should be Bella Alexander, her home site. She knows this site well. She scored in her first round 2 buoys on the 46 kph, so she's out on the full line length of 18.25 meters. And in round 1 she got 2 at 46 kilometers per hour. Round 2 she improved slightly with 2.5 buoys, 2.5 buoys at the same speed, and in the 3rd round again she increased by a half buoy to 3 buoys at 46 kph. So let's see what Bella can do. She started skiing at the age of 11, and her inspirations are Dad and Freddie Winter. I'm hoping Freddie Winter's not the dad, by the way, but that's what she's put on the form. And Bella's best score is 6 at 46 on the 18-meter line. So she's done well. She's only 3 buoys off her all-time personal best. The conditions are fantastic. The water's got a little breeze on it now. But as I say, Bella skis here. This is her home site, so we'll see what she can do. For those of you looking to get footage of this, we'll be holding on probably halfway down the start list of this group of 6 or 7 skiers before we're able to recharge the battery and give you footage from the boat. So you've just got me for the time being to talk you through what I'm seeing. And here we have Bella approaching the course now on her first pass. Bella's pulling out nice and wide for the gate, setting herself up safely through the start gates, cleanly round 1. That's a good start for Bella. Good line control, nice high handle. She's round 5, across the wakes to 6, and safely down that pass. And we got Mum's here supporting. I'm just trying to work out, what was the start speed, Mum, for Bella?
I think it was 43.
43, okay. Does she get nervous in competitions?
She does.
She does. She's done really well. I'm looking at her stats here, and she says she's got 6 at 46 on the 18-meter line, and her best in this comp has been 3, so she's only 3 buoys off best.
And she's doing well because she's only been running the course for about 8 weeks.
Okay, so she's doing really well. Who's her coach?
Her dad, Russ.
Okay, so she's got a bit of bias here. Dad is the coaching home site, but we're going to see that you think that was 40 to start or 43?
Maybe it was 40. I just ran up from the food section, so
okay.
I didn't really see.
By the way, for everybody back home, if you want to get some fantastic hospitality here at Vineyard Lake, it's superb. The food, we've been looked after beautifully. Thank you very much. The weather has been superb. The water's like a bath. And yeah, it's been really good. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Let's see what she's got. I think she's coming back now on 43 kilometers an hour. Okay, I can hear Bella approaching the course. She's coming back in now on 43 kph. A few ducks on the pitch, but that won't have put her off. She's nice and wide for 1. Lovely hook up into 2. All the time in the world at 3. Nice and patient. She's skiing across to 5. And shoulder down into 6. Safely down that second pass. 43 kph in the book. Okay, this is her money pass. She's going to come back on this next speed of 46 kph. In round 1, she scored 2. In round 2, she scored 2.5. And in round 3, she scored 3. Let's see what she can do in the 4th round. Let's check with Mum, see what Mum... What's your prediction, Mum? What she's going to get?
I'm hoping she's going to run it.
Okay, there you've got it. She's going to run it. Dad, what's your prediction? 3. Oh, Dad's not as confident as Mum. Dad gives her 3. I'm with Mum. I think she's going to run it. The wind is going to be a little bit of an issue. But if she gets that ski round and connected, she's going to run this pass. She's just getting her breath back at the far end of the lake. She'll be turning in now. Let's see what she can do. 46 kph, 18 meters, Bella Alexander. Okay, people, Bella Alexander approaching the course for her 4th pass. This, we believe, is 46. I beg your pardon, her 3rd pass, 46 kph. The wind's picked up a bit. It's going to be pushing her down the course. She's good round there. She's committed on 2. She needs to get stuck into the 3. She's working hard to 4. She's just inside of 4. That's unfair. I think the wind picked up a little bit for her just as she was approaching there, but judges will score that a 3 at 46 on the 18.25 line.
Hello. Okay, it's working now.
Back on? Okay, happy people all around the world. We've got Rosa on the water. We still have no boat cam for you, but I can tell you she's just completed 2 passes. Okay, so Rosa successfully down her second pass, 46 kph. Her scores so far in round 1, she got a 5 at 46. She got a 2 on this next speed of 49, and in round 3, she got a 4 at 46. So she's in a good place to improve on her best score of 2 at 49. We'll see what she can do as she gets her breath back and has another go. She's got a bit of a tailwind to contend with, but the conditions are nice, really nice. So Tiris, you want to say hello to anybody back home watching Rosa? Well, they won't be watching now, but they'll be listening.
They listening all?
Oh yeah,
Why?
all over the world. All over the world.
Why they don't watch
The
us?
camera batteries are being charged
Finito.
in the boat. Camera batteries. They'll be back on later. But what is Rosa's best in practice?
Best in practice, eh? 52, 2, 3 boys,
Okay.
4 boys.
Okay. So let's see what she can do. Here she's coming in. Yeah, this is 49 now. Yeah, 49 with a tailwind. So Tira's telling us she can run this pass in practice. Not the best angle. She's going to have to work. She's late. She's getting late. So 4 score, which is an improvement. That's her best score of the 4 rounds. 4 at 49, if the judges confirm that, will be her score. Okay, Rosa's score confirmed. 4 boys on the 49 speed, 49 kilometers per hour, 18 meters, which is her best this weekend so far. Okay, for anybody viewing at home, apologies for the delay. Just to keep you posted, we are in the process of putting cameras back in the boat. We should be able to come back to you very shortly with a live feed from the boat. And our next skier should be De Vet, Redemeyer. Okay, so just to summarise, De Vet has had to pop off, but his scores so far in round 1, he got 3.5 on the 16-metre line at the 58 speed. Round 2, he achieved 5 on the 16-metre line, and round 3, he achieved a half on the 14-metre line. And he improved even further on the last round, 4th round, where he got 4 on the 14-metre line. So our running order is going to change slightly. In the earlier round, she went on another boat speed to 49. So the wind has picked up just a little bit again. It's not too bad. No different to the earlier rounds. So, but now at this stage, the pressure is on. The skiers know that this is their best and final chance to improve, and fatigue is kicking in. They've done 3 rounds, so. Piper will be breathing heavily at that far end to get her breath back, just composing herself before she comes back in at 43 kph. And I'm joined now by Big G. How are you, Big G?
Very well indeed.
Good. Well,
we are very lucky because the wind has been going up and down, and it's okay. A lot of skiers are going to be complaining that, oh yes, I had a bit of wind and then it dropped and then it had from the wrong side, but definitely it helps us have a good day, very good day throughout the tournament.
Okay, let's see what Piper can do. She's coming back in at 43 kph. The gates look good to me. Bit narrow on one, George. I don't know what you think.
Yes, she's been skiing very, very nicely yesterday too.
She's still going.
I think that she's ready to clear the pass.
And you're entirely right. Piper's safely down her second pass, which was 43 kph on the 18-metre line. She'll be coming back at 46. And as I mentioned earlier, George, she got a score of 3 at 49 in her first round, then 3 at 46 in the second round, and 4 at 46 in the third round. So she's now going to be coming back at 46 with a tailwind.
Yes, with a tailwind. So she needs to take care of that. I think that she really wants to do better than she did in the first run.
Yeah, but the fatigue sets in a bit.
Come on, at this age, fatigue, come on, Stu.
I don't know. So, yeah, we shall see.
Yes, we shall see.
Conditions are lovely. The air temperature
It's
36
nice and
degrees.
warm. The water is close to 26 degrees. So you want to be in the water to nice cool off.
Is that your excuse? Is that why you bailed out early? You wanted to cool down?
Don't scratch these wounds. They're still not old. They're new wounds.
If it makes you feel any better, I did my first competition this last year, 2023, and I missed 2 of my opens. And it messes with your head.
It does mess.
You go out there, you think, what is going on? I can ski this.
All night long, you can think of your skiing and the passes that you're going to be making. Let's see first 46.
Yes, KPH.
Yeah. She's a bit late here. Yes, I'm afraid.
So, I don't know about you, George, I think that all went a little bit wrong for her at 2. Maybe she took too much speed into 3 ball with that tailwind.
As apparently she didn't take good enough angle, as far as I could see, in both these buoys, and that's what happens when you've got the wind at your back. It punishes you in this way. So it's a pity for Piper, but she has skied very well yesterday, so she should be happy with that.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a final score. I think the judges will confirm of 3 on the 46, which kind of tallies with where she was in the earlier rounds. She got a 3 and a 4 at 46. Our next skier should be Maya on the water. Maya achieved in round 1 4 buoys at 49 kph. Round 2 she dropped a buoy to 3 buoys at 49, and in the third round she got 2 buoys at 49. There's kind of a pattern appearing there.
Yes,
I hope she gets more than 1 at 49 in this 4th and final round, but we'll see. What do we know about Maya? Maya's been skiing since the age of 12. Her most accomplished, best water skiing achievement was winning her first ever tournament, and she has a personal best at 2 at 52 kph, 2 buoys. So she's a talented skier. She enjoys being active in general, and she goes to the gym, takes part in yoga, and also enjoys walking.
Actually, with that 2 at 52, she's very, very close already to her PB at the tournament. And it's a merely 3 or 4 buoys before she can pass that. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know about what you think, George, about the coaching tips here. I mean, I've never been taught this by any of my coaches. The best coaching advice she's had is punch the boat and stick your chest out. Does that work for you?
Punch the boat?
Yeah.
No, he punched the driver.
Yes. Exactly.
What the boat? You're going to hurt your hand.
I think what she means is to push the arm out
Ah,
the boat, maybe.
Yes.
And keep the
Yes, but that's very good advice, but it's advice coming later.
Yes.
The first would be kind of slightly different. Slightly different.
Okay, let's see what she can do. We've got Maya Highland on the water, 18.25 meters.
You did notice what I had put as the best advice I received for skiing.
I didn't want to check
You
after.
didn't check.
I'll check
Yeah?
after mine.
Check, please. I think that was very good advice. Lose weight.
Ah. Well, that doesn't apply to more. So Maya safely down that opening pass. Very good skiing. I'm not sure on the start speed we were looking at there. It looked maybe like 43. We'll have to listen to
Yes,
the
we'll
judges.
have to wait the judges to confirm.
Okay, so that was a 46 kph pass for Maya. She's coming back at 49 kph.
Ah,
Remember-
so she's the challenging pass.
Yeah, and
This
in-
is the critical one.
And in these 3 previous rounds, she scored 4 at this boat speed, and a 3 and a 2.
So she's there to do better.
Indeed.
Run it, if possible, so that she can challenge her PB.
Okay, so Maya will be composing herself at the bottom end of the lake. All skiers are given the same sort of drop time, which is between 30 and 40 seconds. And they then have to go, whether they're ready or not.
I didn't have the pleasure of being at the waiting for the second pass because I never completed my first. But usually the boat has certain tweaks that it does when the time for starting is approaching. So she's already passed the previous one. Come on, 2.5.
So I think the judges will score that as 2.5, which is slightly better than her third round, but not as good as her first round. Very good skiing for Maya. So that score confirmed for Maya, 2.5 buoys on the 18-metre line at 49 kph. We should be moving on to Nina. Is Nina next? Yeah. Nina Versfeld. Nina started skiing at the age of 3. In her first round, she scored 3 buoys at 49 kph. In her second round, she scored 4 buoys at start speed, I guess 40 kph. And in the third round, she scored 4 buoys at the 49. So they need to. She'll be looking to run this 49 today. Her inspiration growing up is my dad. And her most important or most major achievement was starting tournament skiing at the age of 41 after pre-skiing for her whole life. Her PB is 3 at 49, so if I'm not mistaken, she's already beat. She equalled it in round 1 and she beat it in round 3.
Yes. Wow.
It's a long time since I've beaten a PB. What about you?
Well, I'm very lucky because I'm getting a PB every category I go through. So let's say I did a PB when I was in seniors 3, then I did the PB when I was seniors 4. So that's a new PB.
You don't look old enough to be senior.
Oh, the compliments will get you everywhere.
Well, on the water now, we've got Nina Versfeld. 18.25 meters. She's attacking it out there. Getting stuck in, really good. A little bit on her back foot. She's going to have to try and sort that out as that line or that boat speed increases.
Yeah, but she completes the pass successfully.
So we'll check on that boat speed. That may
Now
have been
that I'm fresh into seniors 5, I'm good to do.
49. So that was a 46 opening pass. This next line, this next boat speed is where it's proved difficult for Nina. She's managed a 3 and a 4. So,
but it is her PB, and she's very close to it. So we are giving her good signals and every wish to get through it.
yeah. Best skiing advice: hips to handle. That's a good one.
Yes, that's really good.
So, Big G, what do you think about when you're sitting in water resting at that end before your next pass? What goes through your mind?
Good question.
Mine is, thank goodness I made it to this end. But I then think about, okay, what do I need to do slightly differently? The headwind, the tailwind. Do you think about that stuff?
I do, but the first thing that I have in mind is in the setup. When the fact that I'm there sitting up, preparing for the setup. Let's see Nina first, because she's
not the best start.
Really, yes, but
she's having a stretch.
Yeah, but she's got a good angle for 3.
Going.
Yes.
Not enough to 4. No. I think that'll score 3 at 49, which kind of ties with her round 1 score.
And her PB
Yeah. And you know what? I think that coaching of hips to handle
is
will
very,
make all
very,
the difference for her.
it makes a hell of a difference.
If she can iron that out, she'll be another 6 points ahead. So you were saying, what do you think
I
about
was saying that in that way you're thinking about the setup. I mean, how I'm going to be pulling up and what sort of things have to be prepared for the challenge ahead.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be headwind or tailwind. This is when you're going to feel the wind. This is when you're going to be sort of challenging and pulling out to pull strongly or less strongly, and how quickly or how slowly. And at least this is what I have in mind when I'm going to the next pass.
Big G, you're a seasoned athlete, I know. But what about your breathing? Is your breathing... I'm puffing away.
No, I'm not. I've learned to breathe through the skiing. A lot of skiers, and I hear it a lot, do not breathe when they are skiing.
That may be me.
Yeah.
I think I'm holding my breath for 16
Holding the
seconds.
breath
Praying.
throughout.
A lot of praying, a bit of panicking.
Yeah, throughout the pass, holding the breath. I mean, I don't want to do that, and I want to use the breath when I'm sort of doing the pull, or when I'm preparing for the turn and opening up for the turn. And this is something that I enjoy. That in spite our winter skiing in Greece, where temperature is not the most pleasant, you tend to get tired very quickly in cold water. So that's where breathing is very, very important, and you might be out of breath, not because of the skiing and the excitement, but because of the cold itself.
I don't think you can call Greece cold. If you come to England, and we do more of what I'd call panting.
Yes.
It's that effect. Okay, on the water now, we've got Luke, looks like brother of maybe your partner. We've got Luke Versfield, 18.25. He's got a best of 5 at 52, 3 at 52, and then 3 at 52 again. Nice and committed. See the determination on his face as he skied past the judges' tower here, the commentators' tower, safely down that opening pass. I'm not sure of the start speed. We'll find out for you in a minute.
So it was a 46 according to the judges, and now he's going to be coming back at 49.
Okay. So he's got a reasonable headwind, Big G. I don't know what you think. It's not as bad as we have.
This is fantastic. This is really, let's say, the ideal weather, because you've got this little bit of ripple, small little ripple, and this is the ideal situation for a skier.
So you're going to give him all 6 points on this pass?
Yes.
49. So am I. I think he's got this. He's not missed this pass in the first 3 rounds. As you say, that little ripple, a little bit of a headwind is normally an advantage. One of the problems we have is when we accelerate, we're obviously travelling faster than the boat, and the optimum speed to be turning that ski is when it's travelling at the same speed, or maybe even a mile an hour slower than the boat. So it's as important to be able to slow down the ski as it is to get moving. Here he comes, 49 kph, Luke Versfeld, 18 metres.
Nice angle of attack. I think that's pretty confident. He's running the pass easily. Very nice.
Nicely down that pass. I'm not sure that his handle connection is the best he could do there. He's not the tallest of guys, but if he can master getting that handle locked in at his hip, I think he'll
Yes,
be...
I think that the best advice from his sister, from what I think we had earlier, that keep the handle to the hips or the hips to the handle, would be very appropriate for him this pass.
But okay, so he's got not much of a headwind, tailwind at all now. He's got
this is perfect.
a score at this speed of 5, 3, and 3 on the previous 3 rounds. All about the start. He's got to get up on the boat and a nice clean 1 ball.
But Stu, don't you think that one of the major reasons people do not run their critical pass is the mental state,
Oh yeah, for sure.
rather than ski prowess?
For sure. It's why I ask. I'm always fascinated to find out what people think about when they're sitting there. You've got 30 seconds.
The best is our friend Mariana Conti
Yes.
from Greece, and she sings when she skis, and depending on the song, she will perform better or worse.
Mamma Mia, what does she say?
I don't know. Occasionally she changes tune, and it's great fun.
Okay, here's Luke coming back in. Oh, he's not the best start. He's given away a lot. He's still fighting.
No.
No,
Gave
that
up.
was all about the gate. I don't think any amount of singing would have helped him down that pass. I think he got a terrible
The
start.
funeral march would be more appropriate.
He got a terrible start. So 2 at 52, I believe, will be the judge's final score
Yeah.
for Luke Versfeld of 7. So we should be now moving on to Marius.
Yes.
Marius is skiing at a 58 kph. Another local South African skier. Been skiing since the age of 10 on the course. Oh, sorry, only on the course 2 years ago, age 30. So he's new to tournament slalom skiing, much like myself. I spent many years behind an outboard engine and a Fletcher in the sea, playing around.
Really, you were a latent developer
until-
into the course.
Absolutely, until somebody introduced a course and a nautique, and all of a sudden I couldn't outpower the boat. My little 60 horsepower outboard, I could ski quite well, I thought, until they put me behind this nautique, which just didn't give at all. And these boys kept flying past, and I was addicted, I think, at that point. So his inspiration is Andy Mappel, and his major accomplishments is quite confident. I like that. We'll let you know in a
Yes,
few
we'll let you
years'
know in a
time.
few years' time.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
His best is 4 boys at 55 kph,
Well done.
and he's achieved so far a 3. So he's
He's
up
pretty
there.
close to Omega. He's tight.
So I don't know what he got a spare run. Maybe he just got a free run on the way back.
Yes, I think that's free run.
Getting his money's worth. Getting his money's worth.
But you started like that. I started skiing when I was 41, and that was because I couldn't do anything athletic because of a knee injury from football.
Are you saying water skiing is not athletic?
No,
You did back
but
then.
this is no. I'm not saying at all. But this was a time when in Greece they just got their first no-wake zone boats. And it was a challenge for the teacher at the time, Sotirios Kyprios, to show everybody that the wake is so low that even a person like George with no cruciates and no ligaments can handle the wakes of the boat. And that's how I started to learn to ski.
And what sport did you do before skiing that ruined your cruciates?
Eating and a lot of drinking. That was the main sport.
Okay.
Usually things starting with W.
Whiskey. Women. Whiskey. Wine.
Both. But then I got hooked, and lo and behold, so many years later, I'm in a tournament, and I get a lot of people sort of confirming that the fact that you are on the dock, ready to compete in a tournament, is basically the achievement.
Absolutely.
Whether you're going to come first, second, third, or last is irrelevant, because you have done the training, you have done the preparation, you have done all the proper processes to be there and compete. So this is really something, and I offer it to whoever's listening that it is a tremendous achievement, and especially in skiing, which gives you so much pleasure, at the same time giving you a very good workout and very good friends.
Yeah.
Skiers are good people.
Exactly. Good influence. Okay, on the water now we have Marius du Plessis of South Africa, 18.25 meters. I'm not sure if he's starting at 55 maybe. That looks slow.
Yes, it looks like 52.
Yeah, I'm with Big G on this. That could be a 52 kph start. Or maybe 55. Maybe we're doing him a disjustice. We'll see. But safely down it, whatever the speed. Not a problem. So Marius, I was watching in the earlier passes. Clearly a strong guy. Clearly able to hold a good position. Just needs to get 52.
So it was 49.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a 49 kph
It was a
start.
49.
And maybe that explains why I think he's a little bit too much on his back foot. If he can learn to stand up on that ski and
Yes, this
more,
is
more front
one of the
foot.
biggest lessons that you need to learn in skiing.
The problem is when you're learning, Vicky, when I was learning, they say stand up on the ski, stand up on the ski, and if you stand up too tall and don't
Then.
hold your hips, forward, then you get pulled over the front. So it's quite a defensive tactic, I think, to stand on the back foot, and I'm not going to really be thrown off the ski. It's learning exactly how far you can be on the front, when to be on the front foot.
Actually, there is an expression that I heard often by the instructors: be proud on your ski, which means that you push your chest forward. And when you're pushing your chest forward, you need to be in front. So that gets you on top of your ski.
Yes.
So that is a good tip to have.
Let's see what Marius can do, coming back on 52 kph.
Yes, quite confident. Yes.
It was a nice pass.
No back foot this time. Eh?
I think still a little bit too much back foot on the turns,
Yes, on
but
the turns,
he can clearly get away with it. He's a strong guy, can push that ski round, but I'd be happier to see him a little bit more on the front foot. We drop the handle. So that. Okay, so Marius returning at 55, safely down the 49 and the 52. Now he has a chance to run 55. He hasn't missed his pass in the first 3 rounds.
Yes, and he's going to be challenging his PB here, which is 4 at 55. So he's setting himself up.
Yeah.
He's got the handicap of having the wind on his back, and being a sort of strong guy, there's a tendency to overpull. But we see, I think, whether he will control it in this pass, which is his critical pass.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't come back if you do it better, but you don't have a thing like this. It's really complicated. It's amazing that you can't win.
So here he comes.
55 kph, Marius du Plessis from South Africa. Gates look good.
One looks very good.
Yeah.
2, yes, go on. Yes. He's already passed his PB. Will
He's
he
digging
pass
deep.
it?
He's digging deep. See,
Yes, I
I
think.
love skiers that can put in that level of effort. He's clearly battled his way.
Yes,
down.
he battled. Yes, it was a strong battle. But that was kind of after number 3. It was. Don't you think that it's also psychological that when you are at your PB, there is a shot of adrenaline,
Yes.
which can really destroy your ski at that moment,
Yes.
because it's the pleasure thing that I just beat my PB and it got a rush, and that's when you fail.
That's very true. Very true.
So you need to be very concentrated, and I actually could see it.
Yes, his eyes.
Marius, did you see it?
Yes.
So the moment he passed 4, he was there and he was not there. He almost lost it, and then he put the effort, as you rightly said, the soul, and said that now he's in seventh heaven.
We have a saying back home: when you're in the pass, your starting thoughts are on technique and all the tools you've been taught, the training you've been taught, and when it goes wrong slightly, all of that goes out of the window. And it's right, throw all these tools away, now it's a fight. Now it's dig in, hold on, and try and get that extra half boy, quarter boy, whichever bit you need.
The old good traits of skiing.
Yeah.
So here he comes.
So he's going to come back. He's got in round 1, he got a half on this next speed. He got a 3 and another 3. Here he goes. He's on to 1. 2, he's not going to get part 3. Surely not. No, I think he's inside 4. But this is my thing, he's got to get himself up over that front foot, and he's got to get that handle to his hip.
He's a heavy lad.
Yeah, he's a fighter, like you and me.
Yeah. At 58, you get an advantage. Being of our sort of size, you got an advantage.
Yeah.
Because you're a strong lad, and therefore a good pull will get you across to the buoy.
Yeah.
While the weaker skiers have to pull harder, and it's going to be a bigger strain on them.
Yeah.
I found that whenever I skied at 58, for me it was a pleasure, it was easy, because no effort.
Sure.
Just
if you're in the right position.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the key.
That's the key. That's the key.
Okay, so Marius' score there equals his round 2 and round 3 score with a score of 3 at 18 meters at the 58 speed. We are moving on to
I think Iasonas Kyprios.
okay.
It's our Greek, it's either Ektoras or Iasonas, I don't know who's going to be going first.
Okay, I don't
These
have a
are
bio.
these are the 2 younger sons of Sotiris, who skied earlier in the pro level. He's 16 years old. He's been doing a lot of water sports over his early career, but not skiing particularly. A lot of barefooting, a lot of other fun sports, but skiing, they started with his brother pretty latently, and that's why they are not deep into the various lengths that other skiers of their age enjoy. So,
He's still young, isn't he?
yes, he's very young. He's going to school in Greece, and for him this is a huge holiday because we are in the middle of the winter in Greece, and having the opportunity to be in weather conditions 30 degrees and 26 degrees water, when in Greece today it is close to 5 degrees in the air and the water is close to 12 to 13.
It's like a bath in England. We would celebrate that temperature.
Yes, I'm told that in England the warmest it gets is 14 degrees,
it's tropical.
which is the most cold it gets in Poros in Greece. So yes, I'm not hiding behind the microphone. Yes, I am shouting that Greece is an ideal place to swim and to do water sports in the winter and the summer.
Okay, coming up now should be this young man. I think he is, I'm not sure of his age.
He's 16, he is the youngest of the Cyprios family.
Okay.
And I think he will be starting at 46, I think.
Okay, so every opportunity, it's not too late to start. Our own late Andy Mappel,
Yes.
rest his soul, he started at 16. So he was a late one for the sport. But once he was hooked, that was it. There was no stopping. Safely down that opener. I'm not sure what his earlier scores were. 49.
49. So it was indeed the 46 opener. So he's going to be coming back at 49.
And this young man's a footballer, I think. Is he the footballer? Some other sport. Mum was saying that she's being beaten by her youngsters and they don't even do this as their main sport.
But generally, the Cypriot family are a very athletic family. Sotiris, of course, is European champion and he's
Many
so
times.
great many times over. Mariana, the same. She has been bronze medalist in European Games.
And
Philippos is really in the top 10 skiers of the world.
Yeah, and I've seen Philippos ski 3 at 10.25. So we know that he can.
Yes,
I
he
think
can,
he's run that a few times and got halfway there.
He
Nice.
was in Masters in the United States and he did 5 at 10.25. Three at 10.25.
Hector's coming back at 49. So Mum has got to worry. The sun is down yet another pass. He'll be coming back in now, I think, at 52, which is Mum's speed, right?
Yes, but Mum's speed because she is in that category. She will have to go all the way up to 58 before he can shorten in a competition.
So Hectorus is the second from last, or the penultimate skier in this category, and then I think we are close to finishing up. There are probably now no more than 5 skiers before we move to the award ceremony, and then we will be announcing which of these skiers go forward to a head-to-head tomorrow. The idea of the event here is to try and be as inclusive as possible for all the different categories. So the organisers have put skiers with a similar start speed together, irrespective of age, category and that sort of thing. And the best 4 scores from those various categories go through to a head-to-head, bit of a handicap situation, and they get pulled out of a hat tomorrow and you ski against somebody else, and winner takes all. It should be fair to everybody.
So here comes Hectorus, is 52.
You assemble them, if you disassemble it, they come in segments. And then when you assemble it, you put them all together.
I don't think he's going to go much deeper.
Did he miss the game?
Yes, he missed number 4. So he was
3.5.
yeah. I don't know whether he did 3. So we'll wait for the
replay.
yeah. So the judges have given him 3 buoys at 52. He will be pretty disappointed, considering that previous passes he went to 55 and he did almost ran 55 on one of the passes. So it's a pity for him.
Those members. So if you want to come to the club,
So I'll just say a good shout out, Big G. When I was in Drepani earlier in the year, I met a guy over there who was able to restring handles for me, and he did a fantastic job of producing a ski line with a built-in hand protector. And Alexi, tell me about him. What's he doing?
Well, Alexis Stathopoulos, he has created a little sort of workshop, which he calls it atelier. And basically, atelier is an artistic workshop. And of course, he does a lot of artistic work on skis, on handles, and on various other skiing paraphernalia. We have a lot of his bags that we carry around because they are very practical. They are practical bags where you can throw in your wet clothes from the skiing and sort of you can carry them around without too much hassle. The ski bags and his little hats and of course the handles, as you well said, are part of his job, not job, his passion. And of course the
Pin protector.
yes, or
Gauges,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever you can think of in accessories of skiing, he's there.
A big shout out, certainly
Yeah,
for me.
Alexis, we want something for this, eh?
Thank you, Alexis.
My
Handle was
friend Stu
fantastic.
here is will be very, very happy to receive your thanks.
No, it's fantastic. And seriously, to all our Greek friends, so Alexis pulled out a big favour for me. He was able to restring a handle. He gave it to Spiros, flew it all the way to Cape Town, and here I am using the best equipment, all provided. So thank you back home, really appreciate all your help with that. Okay, who have we got on the water now? It should be
There's Iasonas Kyprios. That's the
Yes.
brother of Ektoras, the older brother of Ektoras. He became 18 a few days ago, 4 weeks ago. So he missed his the previous round, and of course he is very much at the same sort of training level as Ektoras, as he has given much more attention to his studies and other sports these last few years. But he's back into skiing and he's here on his first pass.
and another tall Kyprios. I think if he keeps growing, he'll always keep growing. Yeah.
So his starting speed was 49 and he's going to be coming back at 52. He chose to start at a higher speed than his brother Ektoras, and we'll see whether he did the right choice.
Okay, for those people back home, Big G, I think you've got to commentate out on the grass. We've lost both feet, so we're running on battery power here. Problems in Cape Town with the
Electricity,
electric
yes.
supply, so apologies back home. But we're going to stand and watch the skier.
Yes, so we can give a live commentary as to his process.
We'll let you do that.
Yes, I will do that. As, oops, I'll stand up because it,
You want a hat? Here you go.
oh, so he's off on his next pass. It's going to be 52. So he's passed one quite confidently. His 2 is in the back, pulling for number 3. Number 4 is passed and he's getting better as he's getting down course. Number 5, and he's going to be closing that pass successfully. So he has passed 52. He's did better than his brother in this round. So he has got 52 in the back. He's going to be coming back at 55 with wind in his back. At his previous passes, he managed to do something like 3 at 55. So he will be looking to improve his performance from the previous rounds. So the judges confirmed 6 out of 6, and he is preparing to start on his 55. So it is a critical pass for him. He definitely wants to pass 55 so that he can go up to 58.
So what score do you predict, Big G?
I'm really, I don't think he's going to pass 55 because I've seen his previous performances, but we are all hoping for his own sake because he really wants to go ahead of his brother at least.
One's not bad. Two's good. Four's good. You're going to eat your words, my friend.
I will eat my words.
I don't know if you got to 6.
So
I'm not
I
sure.
don't. We couldn't see whether she. Let's wait.
I think a 5. No, we lost the camera. Camera. 5.
5. Yes. So I think that the judges confirmed it was 5 at 55. I'm afraid he never managed to close number 6, so that he is going to remain at 5 at 55. I think that with 5 at 55, he's also equaled his brother's previous performance, so they're both at the same score. So there's going to be no family disputes here.
So Big G, we just to clarify, we've lost camera feed from the boat, so we are going to be relying on what we can see and report back to you from the shore with the microphone here. We've only got 4 skiers left now in this crossover category. That is Robin Alexander, Ariadne Spanu, and Ben Versfeld and Lisa Alexander. I'm not sure how many of these skiers are able to take part in the 4th round.
Well, yes, it is. It's going to be quite an issue because we have some injuries and we have some abstentions. So let's see who's going to be left to run in this tournament, to close the 4th round and start with the.
I know Ariadne is very nervous about the competition she's getting from this young man, Ben Versfeld. So we need to get Ariadne around.
Actually, Ariadne was. Yeah. I think we can. I think.
Ariadne. Ariadne, she should be skiing in 2 skiers.
No, I don't think that she will be skiing. She's abstaining.
Okay.
She's. Let's. Ariadne. No, I don't want to go there. Not to go there, to comment.
I have some questions. Some questions. I'm just saying, you are very nervous about the competition you have from a young boy called Ben Versfeld. He's been skiing really well.
He is my sweet love. He's so cute. And he wanted to be the first one, you know. He is the leader of the group, definitely. And he wishes to be the only one in the group.
But he skied well, right? I watched him. He skied really well.
Not only well, he is really, and he best of
He did it with his own.
with his own, you know what I mean.
Grit. Yeah.
Yes, great. Yes.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's you know, he's a spirit.
So you don't mind being beaten by this young man?
Of course not.
Fantastic.
Of course not. And it was very fair that he is the leader of the group.
Very sportsmanlike. Well done. Well done.
I love him.
Yes, in spite of coming from Greece, we're still very good sportsmen.
I don't know how many we have in this category then.
Yes, I think it's only Ben's going to be. Yes, and I think it looks like Ben, or unless.
Unless everyone's drunk. No, it's Ben.
Yeah. It's a little fella that is behind the boat, so we. Yes, and he's there challenging the wakes.
I think he's a beginner. He gets a point from every turn he completes. Well done. Every turn he completes.
My brother, and every time he stops, he just says faster, faster, faster.
So what will his start speed be?
I think he probably starts at this time of 40 or 43.
Okay.
But he's very eager to go faster.
He's ran for now.
Wow.
Wow.
How many years between you?
Mini cross boards. For 3.5.
Okay.
He's 8.
Does he listen to you?
No.
He didn't have to think. No,
It doesn't work.
I don't listen to my big brother either, so it's okay. It's okay. He'll come to understand when he's older.
So Ben is going to be coming back now, fighting to stay ahead of the pack. I think that you heard Ariadne, a competitor, who said that she will be so glad that he's going to win this category.
It's good, you know, this is about encouraging people to take part, and as you rightly said, Big G, anyone who's got the confidence to stand on that dock and deal with all the nerves and all the pressure at 8 years old deserves huge respect from anybody, irrespective of what school it is.
Exactly.
Good skiing. So he's coming back to G. Still going a little bit out of shape.
He loves it.
I wish I'd learnt to ski at 8 years old.
He learned to ski when he was 3.
Yeah. You have to be careful, Ariadne, he doesn't adopt him.
Yeah.
In the excess
She would
luggage
have
on the
taken
way.
it just in the luggage in the airport, in the airplane. Yes, it would be nice to have a little bed like this at home.
Very good.
I actually started to get late for him. I started when I was 4. He started when I was 3.
So I think we should be letting skiers know that we are approaching the end of round 4, and that there will be a prize giving announcement over by the main judges tower. Any skiers, pack up your kit, don't forget your handles, look for your handles. Any that we find will be brought back to the tower here, but this should be our last skier in round 4.
Stew, water or something.